a common outfit that I'm wearing because it's all new. Normally, I just buy used clothing. How would I describe it? Practical, but something that also like holds me in and is like tight enough that I feel kind of tough. I'm obsessed with the Dirty Projectors. They're a Brooklyn band, maybe you know them. They're my absolute favorite, so I love them.
Eu não consigo entender música em inglês. Nenhuma. Só se eu realmente parar, me concentrar e tá ali. Tenho um problema sério. Por isso que eu acho tanto de música brasileira, é porque eu nunca tive paciência para parar e tentar entender o que aquela música tá dizendo. Mas realmente, se eu ler a letra, eu vou saber o que tá falando. Agora de escutar assim, eu não tenho problemas com isso. Michael Jackson, por exemplo, Beat It, porque eu tava escutando de manhã. Tá vendo? Essa parte eu já não sei, então vai no tananana. Eu não entendo, eu tenho problema sério desde pequeno. Sabe quando o professor manda traduzir letra? Eu sempre faltava nessa aula. Vai ficar assim mesmo, eu acabo não cantando. Ou então eu invento uma coisa na minha cabeça que é só minha, particular.
I don't really put a label on myself. Just wear whatever I feel, whatever I have in my closet. I probably think more about it than I realize, but you know, it's just like go to a thrift store, put on whatever the season feels.
I tried to do handstands for you. I tried to do headstands for you. Every time I fell on you, yeah. Every time I fell, I tried to do.
We don't consider ourselves of any genre. We just consider ourselves music fans. We love music. It's like we're making a playlist for people, or we're making a soundtrack to a movie or something. It's like that. When you put all these different songs together, there's an intersection at which they all meet, and that's kind of chairlift. It's plural.
Full-on, like, pop,
Brainal.
pop spot. As músicas desse trio são do tipo que você escuta uma vez e não consegue mais tirar da cabeça. Hoje de manhã eu parei 5 minutos para dar uma escutada e tô até agora sem conseguir esquecer. E o mais bacana é que por trás desse eletro super pop rolam críticas ferrenhas à sociedade. É só escutar, ou melhor, prestar atenção. So your music criticizes a lot of the mass consumering. How does it work?
You kind of have this like set of interactions like imposed on you by like advertising or this kind of culture, and I like to use lyrics and music to kind of point out the ways in which it's like awkward and point out the ways that it doesn't feel good, and by doing that you kind of make a kind of defense.
And do you think your fans, they really understand what you're trying to say through the music?
People get it or they don't get it.
Yeah, it's not about confusing people, but it is about, I don't know, you want to sort of surprise people.
We just make the music that we want to listen to. Like, we live in a generation where people are making playlists and mixtapes, and people are DJing, and music fans aren't so much into one genre anymore as they used to be. It's more about having curated taste that goes between genres.
Well, it's more about self-control. Everyone can control more of their musical environment.
People have more choice.
So Bruce was a big hit. Everyone was talking about it and singing, ended up in a commercial. How has it changed?
We make music for ears, so the more ears that hear our music, the more, you know,
And it's a product that we're listening.
Oh yes. Your album is named Do You Inspire?
Does You Inspire?
Does You, how is it?
Does You Inspire?
Does You Inspire?
It's grammatically incorrect.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, my English is not good, but then something wrong there.
You're actually right.
Okay. Do you inspire you?
Do you inspire yourself?
A gente não tá tão ruim, né? Meu inglês assim, tá ruim, mas não tão ruim. So I couldn't live without asking you guys, what inspires you?
Yeah.
Aaron inspires us.
Oh, that's true. We each inspire ourselves.
We do. Good lighting and wherever you are, if there's nice lighting, it's
Good air.
good air.
Good jokes inspire us.
Good jokes, good friends, good times, all the good things.
All of the things, though.
No, backtakes are inspiring too.
Like one of our songs the lyrics came from a nightmare. Actually, a couple of them. Earwig Town came from a nightmare. Somewhere around here came from a nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's like the best and the worst things inspire us. You guys know. Yeah, I'm dreamy.
Yeah, Aaron's the dreamy one.
I'm all into Velcro, dreamy cheap.
They were about to go to Brazil, so they bought learn to speak Portuguese on tape. And for one entire tour, they were just playing the CD in the car. So what do you remember?
Eu quero olha, cerveja gelada. Eu quero. Me too, I want that. Eu quero sanduíche. Sanduíche, ela quer restaurante e uma cerveja gelada. Tá feito, tem pagode.
Oh, I got really sick in Brazil.
We got the book and made a picture of Aaron. Was in all it. We looked up every word we needed in Portuguese. It hurts here. It hurts here. It hurts here, and just gave it to the doctor.
You know what? It's a sad story, but I had to laugh because I thought it was only us when we come here that we cannot express ourselves. So it feels good to have someone going through the same problem.
I need more athletic music in my life.
You have the footwear. What do you consider athletic music? That's
music that makes you do athletic things.
What?
Yeah, it's like a mind exercise.
I listen to a lot of 60s music, psychedelic music and folk, and I like doom metal, and I like country music. I just get thrift store clothes, and I end up sort of getting messy anyway, so I get charcoal and paint on them all the time, so nothing too expensive.
Muito importante.
Fashion is actually very important for me. Probably wouldn't know it by looking at me, but I think that the first thing that people see is what they have to go on. So you just have to have some kind of semblance of style. It doesn't have to be any particular thing. I don't need someone to be in the suit and tie for me to respect them. I just need them to look confident. And if your style reflects your confidence, then I think that is attractive.
I say it all the time.
Sometimes matching is the worst you could do. I don't like matching. Even though I'm kind of matching today, but I don't really like it. It's just not me. Very eclectic from everything, I just put it on. One day
kind of match everything together.
All I wanna hear is your voice, have your face to see how happy that would be.
New York is this incredibly diverse place, and on every street corner there's this sort of generic, sort of boring person, and it doesn't really represent the neighborhoods or the people or the energy of New York. And how cool would it be if these could actually represent that? They used to just be typography, walk don't walk, and then the city changed them to the pictograms. I'm like, how funny would it be if that was, a female, because these are all very masculine sort of figures, and that sort of sparked the idea.
Essa história de adesivo em farol, todo mundo já conhece, já tá velho. Agora o que a gente vai conhecer é a moda fashion dos faróis, né? Que eles já estão andando de roupa por aí.
Came up with the Walkers, the Walker family. All their last names are the Walkers, and all their first names are sort of descriptive of what they are. It's a very diverse family. Tourist walker, mermaid walker. I do a lot of sort of bundled up people wearing coats and hats.
The Valentine's Day walker with the hearts.
Actually, one of my favorites is this guy, and he's actually one of the hardest ones to make. Each color is cut and then layered. And we're dealing with this vinyl that's very thin and like sticks immediately. It's just hard to get it all down and not have bubbles and wrinkles in it. And this one's just sort of difficult. The details aren't a problem because I love to cut details. Outside of CBGB's was probably conceptually my favorite, because on either side of CBGB's you just see this. It's hard to stick stickers over dirt and dust, so it just helps them adhere better. They get sort of a film of sort of New York scum on them, and the stickers don't really stick well to it. To install them, I usually just cut the back like this. So there's a little bit of the adhesive showing, and I can line it up and then push just a strip down so it doesn't, the whole thing doesn't stick, and it's easy to still move around, and then it's easy enough, you just pull the strips up and down and push it on. Good technique, it's fast. Its outfit is sort of dated from when people wore those fuzzy boots. You guys like her, even though she's an oldie but goodie? And they've definitely evolved since the beginning. They were very, the first ones were so simple. You know, it was like a basic, like, round thing for the head and like a skirt for the lady and a little shirt, but there's no like details or anything. And every time you make a new one, you can sort of improve on the shape and the style of it. And eventually they actually look slightly more like real people. This is the one that was originally supposed to be in Times Square. This is a tourist, yeah. And that's where everybody goes when they come to New York. And you know, it's less of a tourist now because it doesn't have the suitcase, but here it's not as appropriate, so I didn't put it on. I really enjoy the fact that you never really know. You walk away, you don't really know what's going to happen to it. You know, you don't know who's going to see it, and it's going to be there tomorrow. The art's for the public. It's nice to create something and just sort of walk away from it and be like, okay, now you have a life of your own. I'm creating this, and it's going to go up on the street, and there's something very, very satisfying and beautiful about that. The uncertain future of the walker. No need to go to the gym this morning?
I'm from Korea, and my name is Min-young Choi, and I'm 23 old years. My style? So I don't know. And my shoes is working hard for working.
Às vezes você não tá com a fim de falar, você tá naquele dia de mau humor, é só botar uma camiseta e a verdade seja dita. Ultimamente eu vejo Obama em camiseta, em meia, em tudo que é canto você vê Obama, né? Eu acho que o Obama anda no peito do povo hoje em dia. Mas tem muita camiseta de música, Kurt Cobain, eu já vi muita, coisa de rock, Metallica, tem direto, isso é quase todo dia. O que eu gosto da camiseta é isso, é democrático. Você pode brincar, falar, quem tiver que se incomodar com aquilo vai se incomodar, mas também não vai chegar até você para falar. E quem não se incomodar, passou despercebido. E outros vão rir.
It's hodgepodge. Basically, you know, whatever I find, that's what I wear. It changes all the time, really. You know, whatever I feel like wearing in the morning, that's my style. It says backstage pass. I would love to have a backstage pass to immersive music.
I like tree t-shirts and like things like that. Stuff written on them, it depends what it says, really. You know, I don't like the toilet humor kind of stuff, but if it's like peace or like some good message, I like those. I don't know if I can say that on camera, but you know what they are. It's just like the gross stuff that you're like, oh, come on, are you really wearing that on your shirt?
Back in the day, I used to listen to like a lot of Biggie Smalls and Tupac and all of that, and then now it's like it's just party music and everything, and it has no meaning to it. Hip-hop has become only about violence and everything, and I guess now I've just become a rock person because of that.
Think about whatever you want to say and shout it out. Whatever you can think of, you can shout out by taking these letters and making whatever message you'd like to.
Ele teve uma ideia muito boa.
I was in Los Angeles, came across something that was similar to this, but I thought it was a good idea, so I just put stuff together and took a little piece of this Velcro, took my dry cleaners, had them sew it together, cut out some pieces of Velcro, and then I showed it to some people, and then 4 years later, here it is. And you get your little bag here that comes with the letters, so you just take it with you wherever you go, and then switch it up. We like to go to like baseball games, football games. We'll put the score of the game on the shirt, so we'll walk around. Everyone's like, wait a minute, how'd you do that? There's something like this where it says touch here, and then, you know, right away you can meet people pretty quickly. Just wants to like touch you and switch it up.
That's why you came after it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good, like, for the guys to get the girls and vice versa.
Exactly.
When I got here, I saw this, and it worked for your ego too.
My style's pretty eclectic, and I feel like I dress emotionally for my mood, you know? Like, you wake up in the morning, you feel a certain way, and someone else you want to be, you know? You can say, I feel like I'm living in the 1800s today, so I'm going to wear a long dress with, like, boots, and then, I do it like that. It's like a fantasy. I feel like I'm always dressing to be someone. Like this imaginary person I want to be.
It is. It's like a costume.
Yeah, it's like a play, definitely.
And you'll see people on the street, you're like, whoa, they really overdid it with the costume.
Yeah.
I don't get that dressed up very often, but, you know, lately, like, I'm feeling like I don't want to wear, like, vintage clothes anymore. Like, old things are starting to look kind of, I don't know, I'm growing up, right? And maybe it's just in the air, but I feel like vintage is kind of looking a little dingy. Yeah. And it's nice to put on something that's, like, cozy and comfortable and not too expensive and wearable and easy.
Tudo começou com uma brincadeira, meio quintal da minha casa, sabe? A Cris começou a fazer umas camisetas para os amigos, gostaram, e hoje todo mundo tá querendo vestir essa camiseta. Is it real that you started like making t-shirts for your friends?
Yeah, we started with one t-shirt. It was one design.
Right.
Not just one t-shirt.
Not one t-shirt.
And then we expanded into a full line of sportswear. Yeah.
So you went big straight away?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Well, I don't know if this is big. It feels like it's sort of gone organically. Like, okay, I have a little more money now, I can make more. Or I have a little more money, I can get an office. And, you know, we can make more samples.
Do you think Sophomore got a dose of high fashion after she came in?
Yes.
Yes. You better say yes.
Without Madeline, it would look like me, like just a jeans and t-shirts.
Oh, please.
I think we makes it more like, you know, more attention to detail.
If we each had our own lines, they would look totally different than each other's and than Sophomore. So I think like us coming together is a really good blend of like higher fashion and like more street sense.
This is just like one of our just regular t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's not like form-fitting and
it's a little more masculine, you know? It's like right on that edge between feminine and masculine.
Like we have dresses that are like really tight and like slutty.
Okay, and that would be...
New York is for tight sluts. There's always something a little edgy about it.
What do you think it's so different about the city, that it's a mix of everything? And then you just said it's masculine and feminine, and then the slutty side to it. Like, it's really hard for us to understand, like, this mix.
In LA, you see like sweatpants, and it's much more relaxed. I think in New York, if you wear just a t-shirt, you want to look good. So it's almost like making a higher-end brand of t-shirts and sweatshirts and dresses.
It's all jersey. You can throw it on your floor and pick it up and shake it out and just wear it.
The way people dress now is the way that people dress then. Like,
Did you see they always been dressing that way, or it's just
it's just like this
back
classic,
in the 70s and now like 2000s they started changing.
I think there's like a classic silhouette that, at least for me, never goes out of style. You know, like almost like jeans you're wearing with a t-shirt. I want to wear that forever.
I'm feeling very 70s disco. My shirts were like flowy and high-waisted pants and silver, so I'm feeling like really disco. Studio 54. The 70s are really coming back. A lot of jumpers are coming back. I see a lot of high waist, a lot of big flowy hats, chunky like silver cuffs and jewelry is coming back. So yeah, the 80s are coming back. The 70s are coming back. Excuse me. Honestly, I'm ashamed of nothing because it makes me who I am now. So I evolve. So no, I'm ashamed of nothing I wore back then. Honestly, I mean I wouldn't wear it now, but back then it was fine. Anything just like sparks my mood, I'm listening to. Anything that brings me to the dance floor and dance around, I'm there.